म्यूचुअल फंड्स कितना सही है। आज के एपिसोड में हम बात करेंगे म्यूचुअल फंड्स के बारे में। सी नाउअडेज वी आर मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन इंक्रीजिंग आवर मनी, राइट। वी जस्ट वांट कि हमारे पास जो पैसा है वो कैसे ऐसे करके बढ़ जाए बस। एंड आजकल वी आर ऑल्सो इन्वेस्टिंग इन स्टॉक मार्केट बिकॉज हमारा कोई फ्रेंड होता है जो स्टॉक मार्केट में जरूर इन्वेस्ट करता है। देन दैट फ्रेंड टेल्स अस कि मैंने तो इतने पैसे इन्वेस्ट करे थे, इतने बढ़ गए। वी थिंक यार अगर ये कर सकता है या ये कर सकती है तो मैं क्यों नहीं। What could possibly go wrong? Actually, a lot of things can go wrong. So if you are also amongst those 3 crores Indian who have invested in mutual funds or are planning to invest in them, then this video is for you. So this is the first part of the video in which we'll discuss about the real lobbyist of the mutual fund industry, the actual cost you pay, and what does the stats say. In the second part of the video, which will be the next video, we're gonna dig a little deeper as to why people are investing more in market and mutual funds and what exactly you should do with your money. Sounds fair? Let's proceed. So the first part is the real lobbyists of the mutual fund industry. आप सब ने मेरी तरह बहुत सारे म्यूचुअल फंड्स के ऐड देखे होंगे टीवी पे जो कहते हैं म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, राइट। द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज दैट उन एड्स को चलने के बाद, उन एड्स को देखने के बाद 50 लाख न्यू कस्टमर्स हैव स्टार्टेड इन्वेस्टिंग इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड 32 लाख उनमें से सिर्फ फर्स्ट ईयर में आ गए थे। I mean, yeah, we understand that the government wants us to invest in market and mutual funds, etc. But don't you think that those ads are sending out a wrong message? See, mutual funds में या market में invest करना is a very personal choice. I mean, it depends on your risk appetite, the diversification strategy, end goals, etc. Yet we fall for all these advertisements without doing our own research. अब बात यह है कि इनके पास पैसे आते कहाँ से हैं। सो द एसोसिएशन ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड्स इन इंडिया पेज फॉर दीज एड्स। सो बेसिकली दे एक्ट एज द बोर्ड फॉर ऑल दी म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनीज एंड आप ऐसे सोच सकते हो जैसे BCCI फॉर क्रिकेट वैसे ही है AMFI फॉर म्यूचुअल फंड्स। द अमाउंट ऑफ मनी दैट दे स्पेंड ऑन दीज एड्स गोज फ्रॉम 150 crores to 200 crores एनुअली। अब ताज्जुब की बात यह है कि इनके पास ये पैसे कहाँ से आते हैं यार, ये 150-200 करोड़ रुपए कहाँ से आते हैं। सो बेसिकली all these mutual fund houses जो companies हैं they pay a certain percentage of the commission that they earn from us to AMFI to make these ads. हमसे ही पैसे लेते हैं, उन पैसों से कमीशन देते हैं AMFI को और वो इनसे एड्स बनाते हैं ताकि और लोग म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट कर सके। ग्रेट ग्रेट,
पैसा बर्बाद।
The second question is, what is the actual fees that you pay? Now that we know a lot about what's going behind the doors, let's unravel the story further. How do the mutual fund companies stand to gain by onboarding more customers? So earnings of these companies are tied to the total amount they manage and they charge a commission fees of 2 to 3% to its customers. So effectively अगर आपने 100 रुपये इन्वेस्ट किए इन कंपनीज में तो एक्चुअली सिर्फ 97 या 98 रुपीज़ ही मार्केट में एक्चुअली इन्वेस्ट किए जाते हैं। And these companies, like to use a lot of jargon to make it difficult for its customers to understand the pricing mechanism. So the commission they charge us for managing our own money is called TER, which is the total expense ratio. Most of us know what TER is, but what most of us do not know is that TER is charged annually. So effectively, if you're associated with mutual funds for more than 5 years, then 10 to 15% of the total money is paid in commission. So are there any other fees or charges that you pay to these companies? So usually most of these mutual fund houses charge you with some transaction charges each time you wish to buy some units. Now you know why everyone wants you to believe that SIP is a good idea. More transaction means more transaction charges, which means income from those transaction charges. In addition, if you decide to sell your units before a predefined time, they'll ask you to pay a certain amount, which is the penalty exit load. Basically, if you decide to leave before a year, then you'll be charged with the exit load. And if you choose to stay for another year, you'll have to pay the TER. GST 18% लगती है TER पे, ट्रांजैक्शन चार्जेस पे और एग्जिट लोड पे, ये तो आपको पता ही होगा। और टैक्स इम्प्लीकेशन जो 10% की वो तो लगती है। सो अपेरेंटली म्यूचुअल फंड्स इतना भी सही नहीं है। So now what do these stats say? See, now all of us agree that these movements of markets are random, okay, and there's no way of knowing that in which direction they'll move. But when we are paying a commission to the fund managers, we at least expect them to beat the market. I mean, it's a fair ask, right? Why would we pay our fund managers? We could just simply invest in the index funds which mimic the market movement. Here's a fact for you. Over a 3-year period of time, 70% of large cap funds lagged the Nifty 50 as of April 2021. After 5 years, 85% of the large cap funds lagged the Nifty 50. Effectively, in a 5 years time frame, more than 85% of the funds are worse off than the market. You would have made way more money if you have just left your money idle in an index fund with zero involvement of a fund manager. If you factor in the commissions paid for managing your money, you'll be left gasping for your breath. आप कन्विंस हो गए या मैं और बोलूँ? जो लोग कन्विंस नहीं हुए ना, वो इस वीडियो का सेकंड पार्ट देख के 110% कन्विंस हो जाएंगे. हम उस वीडियो में आपको ये भी बताएंगे हाउ एन इकोसिस्टम इज बीइंग बिल्ट to get more and more people in this industry. We'll also tell you about the other options for you as an investor. Till then, stay tuned, subscribe to our channel and be kifaiti.